Hello, hello, possums. Yes, it is I, the conspicuous moo, with just a very, very quick update on a video that I did a little while ago, just sort of speculating about how much we knew about when the new Oceanic Datacenter was going to open for Final Fantasy XIV. And it does appear now that we have all the information we need, and it's good news. It is going to open early on Tuesday, January the 25th at 0200 Pacific Standard Time. Now, depending on where you are in Oceania, that's going to be slightly different opening times, so we're talking about 5 PM in Jakarta and Bangkok, 6 PM in Manila, Singapore and Perth, 7:30 at night in Darwin, 8 o'clock in Brisbane, 8:30 in Adelaide, Sydney, Melbourne and Launceston, 9 o'clock, and I'm sorry, you guys in Wellington, New Zealand, 11 PM. Now they go on to say that if you create brand new characters, you will get double experience points until level 80 and 10 silver chocobo feathers for just general gear collection. And if you hit 30 within a bonus period, which appears to be unspecified at the moment, you'll get 1 million gil and 15 days of free playtime. And that is, I should point out, once per service account. The thing I want everyone to pay most attention to in this video is that the Homeworld Transfer Service, which has been suspended because of the just sheer numbers of people playing Final Fantasy XIV, is becoming available again as well around about the same time, but it is going to be available after Materia, which is the Oceanic Datacenter, is coming online. So it's going to come online on January the 25th at 10 PM PST. Now, because of the way time works, in Oceania, that happens to be Australia Day. January the 26th. I'm not sure if this is just an accident or a piece of commercial genius, but at least most people in Australia will be absolutely blind drunk and transferring across at that time. So once again, Bangkok and Jakarta, 1 PM on Sunday the 26th. Manila, Singapore and Perth, you're looking at 2 PM. Darwin 3:30 PM, Brisbane 4 PM, Adelaide 4:30 PM, Sydney, Melbourne and Launceston at 5 PM, and Wellington at 7 PM on Sunday the 26th of Australia Day. For people transferring across, the transfer is free of charge because they want to fill these worlds up as quickly as possible, I'd imagine. You would get double XP until level 80, and that lasts for 90 days after you transfer across. You get 10 gold chocobo feathers, which are good for things like mounts, and you will be compensated if you owned any land or apartments, housing, anything like that, on the world that you're transferring off. Now we should go into the housing because it is slightly different. None of the housing, including all of the residential areas, are going to be closed until patch 6.1, with the exception of Imperium, which is the new one in the Heavens World expansion. You'll still be able to wander around and have a look there. 6.1 is expected next month anyway, so it's not like we have a long time to wait. If you do currently have property, please do not vacate it when you transfer across. Stay where you are, but do take all of the things inside, and that way you will be properly compensated for the land that you're about to relinquish on your old world. That also means that you're not going to be able to transfer straight across to a brand new housing plot. In the new Oceania Data Center, most plots will be on the lottery scale in 6.1, which is the new system they're bringing in, so people don't have to stand next to a placard for 3 or 4 hours every day, clicking incessantly and hoping they've got that lucky millisecond to claim their own piece of land in the game. As for the worlds themselves, they were originally going to go with 3, but they have opted for 5, so there must be quite a bit of demand for Oceania already. So 5 new worlds: Bismarck, Ravana, Sephiroth, Sophia and Zervan. Now, Sophia is the one that looks like it's leaning towards being the RP favoured server in the Oceania Data Center so far. That's just early impressions, and I'm getting those early impressions from the Final Fantasy XIV Materia Data Center Discord, which has been up for a while, but is experiencing quite a lot of migration across now. I've got a link on the screen here. I'll leave one in the description as well, just in case you want to travel across. Have a look at the different populations in the servers, start to make a few connections, and just have a poke around and see if there's a free company that you want to start or a free company you want to join. Now, for my plans personally, I'm definitely moving across to Materia. The lag rate to Japan is frustrating. As a ninja in particular, when I'm trying to cast mudras and they're not registering on the client, and so I press the mudra again and now I've messed it up and I have a rabbit on my head and I look like an idiot, and it's not really my fault because it didn't look like it registered in the first place. It's a very frustrating way to play, ping is rather important for me as a current ninja main. As to which world, I honestly don't know yet. As a history buff, I'm naturally attracted to Bismarck as a name. I'm not really into the whole large, white, angry whale things, but my current free company are contemplating whether or not to make an Oceania equivalent, so I'm going to wait to see what they come up with. Well, they have the numbers, the interest, etc. But, you know, it would be nice to hang out with people that I'm already very comfortable with. You know, there's going to be a lot of natural dislocation when you're moving across to a new data center. But you know, the cross data center feature that they are going to be introducing soon as well will mean that you never get permanently separated from your parent free company. So they're good value people, so I wouldn't want to leave them altogether. But anyway, what about you guys? What are your plans? I mean, do you have a world in mind already? Are you psyched for Materia coming so soon? Perhaps you're establishing connections already, or a whole group of you are going across. Or you're just going to play it by ear once you set foot on a brand new Limsa Laminsa. Let me know in the comments, and I will be back relatively soon. But until then, I am the Conspicuous Moo, and this calls for a brew.